I've played a ton of Assassin's Creed Origins already and I wanted to share some tips on how to get the most out of your experience in Egypt. So if you like that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. Assassin's Creed Origins is an open world RPG, meaning that your gear plays a huge part in terms of your strength. The more damage the weapon, the easier you kill your target. So you want to have the best items possible. Still though, it's smart to ignore the stores for the most part, especially the blacksmith, where you can buy new weapons and upgrade your favorite ones. Just like in other RPGs, you will find many weapons along the way that will be closer to your level. It would be a shame if you just spent a ton of coins on an awesome rare weapon to have a better one drop a few minutes later, making the other one useless. Same goes for upgrading your weapons. It's an endless money sink, and the weapons you will get later on in the game, for example from the roaming bosses in the world, will most definitely be better. So it's way smarter to hold on to your money until you have some of the high level weapons and have a few of the best items in the game from the highest ranked bosses. Until then, keep that money in your wallet. Same goes for buying loot boxes. At one point in the game you will see the Nomads Bazaar, a kit that sells powerful crafting materials and also loot boxes that can have a rare or legendary item inside. These boxes cost 3000 coins, and again, it would be a shame to buy them since the item you get will be based on your level. So saving the money until you are the max level to get these boxes is the best way to go. And don't worry though, if you want some early loot boxes, it's still possible. Check back with the kit of the Nomads Bazaar every day, because every day he will have a quest for you to get a free loot box and some XP. So every day you play Assassin's Creed Origins, totally check the blue camel icon on the map to get some sweet loot and XP. Speaking of sweet loot, the world is full of it. By pressing the upper button on the D-pad, you can search for all lootable items nearby, and you can easily overlook this later on in the game, but try to get it into your system that every time you are in a hideout or a camp with soldiers, scan the environment, because there will be a ton of coins and other items to collect. And those other items can be crafting items like iron, and those are super important to upgrade your gear to get better damage with your hidden blade, more arrows to carry around, or more health, for example. You get these items from dismantling your weapons as well, so I would recommend you do that instead of selling them in the store for a few bucks. If you follow the tip I mentioned earlier in this video, you already have a lot of money and nothing to really spend it on early in the game, so you can better dismantle the gear. There are also other treasures that you will find that you can only sell for money called trinkets, so it's smart to sell them and dismantle your weapons for crafting materials. By the way, keep those trinkets in your inventory until you have unlocked the salesman ability in the seer part of the ability line, because then you will get 25% extra money from selling them. You can easily unlock the salesman ability, but still keep that in mind. I sold all my trinkets without having the salesman ability unlocked. Yes, that's a shame. So yeah, trinkets for money, weapons for dismantling, for crafting materials. If you got a better version of the weapon type, just dismantle the ones that are less powerful, even if they are purple, simply because you will not be upgrading them and you will probably find a better one real soon. Assassin's Creed Origins is huge. You will spend a good bit of time traveling the world, but you can also just sit back while the game does the running for you. By hitting the X or A button on your Xbox controller, you just walk the road, but if you press the triangle or Y button on the Xbox controller, it will automatically run to your quest objective or the custom marker you've set on the map. Like I said, the game is huge, so that's really nice to just do something else while the game runs to the objective for you. By the way, something on the mount speed that I figured out later on in the game: you can't make your mount run faster by hitting a button. It will automatically run faster in the exploration areas of the map, and you will always be slow in cities, so just so you know. Then last but not least is regarding the side quests in Assassin's Creed Origins. They are super fun to play and also extremely important in the game to get a ton of XP and sometimes even exclusive outfits or weapons. I will have a ton of videos up about them later on the channel, so be sure to subscribe, of course, to stay up to date on that. Back to the side quests, they give a lot of XP, like I already said, so you can gain more levels. And the higher level you are in Assassin's Creed Origins, it does not only mean that you can equip better weapons, have more ability points to spend, but it also means that you have more health and do more damage in general. And you will see that fighting enemies that are lower than you will be way easier, while fighting enemies that are like 3 levels higher than you can be pretty tough because of the RPG system that is in place. So only doing the main missions will not get you really far. You have to do some side quests to stay on the same level or even on top so that the main missions will be a little bit easier. But is that a struggle though? No, because the side quests, like I said, are a lot of fun. This is the best way to level up in Assassin's Creed Origins, but I have way more tips on how to get to the max level as fast as possible. Check out that video on the channel soon, or maybe it's already up by the time you watch this. I will have way more Assassin's Creed Origins content up. Like I said, I already spent a lot of time in the game, so totally check out my other guides that are up on the channel real soon. Like this video to support the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.